Dallas is a sweet place. Like, it's untapped. It hadn't had its just due in the music industry. The people here are very warm.
I think as far as the hip hop industry is concerned here, there's a couple things that a lot of people have to realize. See, in the early 80s and the late 70s, there were a lot of music industry professionals here that could actually help people. But they all moved to LA. It's just like they all called each other and took off and left all of a sudden. It left nothing but all these talented people that were artists. Not originally from Dallas, I actually came from Lake Charles. I teach people how to be engineers and producers and songwriters.
When we looking on TV, people either Cali dancing like Texas, Dallas, or people is talking like Houston or rapping about that. So we like, that's Texas, so. Well, I got my start in Dallas rapping from a guy that owned the local record store. If you listen to all the old Swisher House and Screw tapes, they used to always shout out this one place called T-Town Music. And I used to skip school, go buy CDs, shoot pool just to hang out, just to see if Slim Thug and them would walk in there, or Lil Flip or somebody. We had to come different. I remember we was wearing like the leather shorts. I had a shag haircut, you know what I'm saying? Putting Dallas all over your body, like the Rangers, the Cowboys, the 214. We really had to go outside the box. So like when you see some cats doing all that extraness, you know what I'm saying? trying to get you to pay attention, to tell you the truth.
Texas been getting bashed for screw, everything that's being done and how Texas done stuff till just recently. Texas is getting love shown for chopping screw music, for rapping about swangers and stuff like that.
She the type to get chose, baby girl so fine, she make it wanna shout, style so hood.
Every soldier got a team. I got Team Baby 10, so gonna do a little photo shoot with some of the girls. So we just gonna try to expand that brand. I get a lot of people who approach me that are rappers. Now I think the music industry have more musicians than we actually have fans. She's in there, boy? She's in there? Okay, we're going in there. Radio is still dominant. When you get in your car, what do you have? Got a radio. You choose, it's free. I'm riding with you whether you really want me to or not. In Dallas, K104, the station that I work for, is a heritage station. It's what this community grew up off of. She got personality, swag. She got personality, look at that. I have my own choice of music at a certain time of the day that I play. It's called a Bebe Block Banger. It introduces the new artist. I talk to a potential 7.3 million people every time I pop the microphone.
3 times 1 hour. Get it to her in the kitchen, bedroom, or the shower. Real talk, I got what she needs.
I think the biggest influence to me from Texas is just how proud they are. You know what I mean? And also how supportive they are, because once they really accept you and appreciate your music and stuff, it's dope how much support you get. Ever since I can remember, when I was little, I always sang at birthday parties. When I was in middle school and stuff, I just kind of stopped. I figured it was whack or whatever. And I think around high school when I found hip hop and really that I could do this and that people started hearing me, I was like, I could really do it. Growing up, I only listened to Spanish music because my mom, my first language is Spanish and everything. So Shakira and Selena and everybody that sang in Spanish. And I didn't really see it in English music, but I just felt what those girls, what they were to me, I could hopefully be to, other girls, but in the hip hop community.
Don't cheat.
What do you mean? You ready?
100 like Cino. And I'm with all my girls.
2
We
in a row. What's good?
I'm a movie with the sequel. I wear shades to see no.
The first time I came here was to get this tattoo. So yeah, Shorty does most of these tattoos in here, and he does my team's tattoos too.
I'm a whole lot of something. You a whole lot of nada. Look,
The thing about the industry, especially now, is that the way you have to think now is different than you had to think 10 or 20 years ago in order to make something happen. For the internet being your friend, you've got to be able to deliver enough content.
It was crazy. I'm gonna tell you when I had first seen the transition. We got signed to Universal. We sitting in there discussing the budgets, you know what I'm saying, going over the money, and we was like, so we need this for singles and da-da-da-da, stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? She was like, pressing up singles, like who down there still uses CDs?
Before it was almost like if you were picked and it was your destiny, you were gonna do it. Now, if you really put in the work and you go out there and like do the shows and you tour and you do all the internet stuff, you really have a shot at it. And that's what's so tight, is that you can come from anywhere.
Make times much warmer. Save on your electric, I'm the hottest thing. Walking in the dopest thing, wrecking look.
Like when it comes to Dallas hip hop, it really just now started, you know what I'm saying, with Dorrough and all that, like being an actual somebody that made it out there.
It was more of Dorrough's personality. It was more of the vibe, the connection. He wasn't, he wasn't trying to really impress me. He was like, hey, what can I do to help you, to help me?
You know, Dallas is the hometown, and you know how it always is. When I go out, everybody rooting for me, and they cheering me on. And I feel like that. I feel like, I'm the fourth face of Dallas, and I got to put on. I got to go in, and I got to go and compete with the rest of the industry. But it's all fun, and I'm ready for it.
I can tell you this, by traveling in this tour, we've had the opportunity to meet artists all around the country. A lot of them became my friends, and I picked things up from them, whether it's expanding your scope of subject matter or things that are technical. These are one of the more popular parts of our show. We're really big on having interactive elements, fusing like music, visual arts, and some things that are interactive that tie into the show.
A couple years ago, you know what I'm saying, 2005, 2006, it was really about like you have to be all flashy and nice looking. Nowadays, it's kind of like how it was back in the golden era where you could have nappy, messed up hair, be an ugly dude.
I think it's like a kind of a tug and war, even with ourselves, because it's kind of like you feel like you're obligated, not even really make certain kind of music just to like appeal to a certain audience.
Instead of like your goal being a radio hit, is like he's saying, to appeal to more people and have longevity.
It's not about you all the time. It's about what you can help other people do. So, Dallas is nothing but love.